I have an iPhone 4S here. Battery connector, guy ripped it off. As you can see right here, it ripped all the pads off. 1, 2, 3, and this is ground. Tried to resolder some stuff. Looks like something is missing here as well. No clue what. And it looks like maybe a pad is missing here too. I mean, it's a mess. So this is a micro soldering job, DIY, turned bad. So I'm gonna see if I can clean this up a little bit, and I'm charging them 69 bucks for it. So hopefully I can get this thing done in um, 30 minutes. Maybe a little bit too stretching it, but looks like we're missing some components here and stuff like that. Probably gonna cap on it a little bit, and definitely a lot of pads missing. But I'm gonna try to reuse that same old connector. By the way, I just got these silly Hakko. What is it? I got it directly from Hakko. It's like $5. It's the 5BSA tweezers, and they're pretty money. So, all right, let's let's get this old stuff off, and let's put a little flux on here. Clean this stuff up. And I don't know what happened here, so no clue what happened here. It's obvious that some of the there it is. Okay, so that's what happened. Looks like the pad is still there, so we're still good. That right there. I think that's not good there, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to replace that one. Alright, that should be good for that. These are all solid. This one looks like it might be damaged. Should probably replace it, but let's take a look. That is dead, but I think it's still connected, so I might be able to just reuse that. And then these two pads right here. I'm trying to decide if I should just see if I can scrape that off, and then run a trace from there. Maybe, I don't know. I guess worst case is I just run a trace from here to there. But if I can run a trace from here, maybe better. Yep. So need a better scraper. Let me get my X-Acto knife. I'll scrape with this. So what do I even do, right? I mean, technically all I really need to do is connect a jumper from here to the end of the connector here. That's the connector, that's where we ripped it off. I mean, technically, so let's just get this stuff off first. So let's see, if I go like this, anchor those three, maybe super glue that, maybe it'll work. Super glue? Maybe. What do I do? Let's see, let's think about it. So the other question is, how do I get below here? That's always been one of my problems. This is maybe a job I shouldn't have taken. Let's see. Okay, so if I go like this, and then just run a jumper, right? Or do I go like this, put it first, and then run a jumper from this side all the way around? Let's run the jumper first. So, let's do, what am I going to use for jumper wire? Something strong. Where's my jumpers? Okay, let's use this puppy right here. This is a pretty strong one. Gosh, let me just cut this first. This is a pain in the butt. Running jumper wires. Freaking Hawko turned off. Alright, so that's one. Let's cut another piece. Alright, that's good. That's solid. So, 1, 2, and then I don't think I need to run anything for this, because this is, let's see what this is first. So, this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's this way. This is this right here, and that connects to there. So, let's check for continuity there, and then if it is good, we will just try to tack it on to the end of that, I think. So this and this. So there it's all good. So I don't think we really need to muck with that. I think we should be able to tack that on there. Well, that's kind of falling off, so maybe I will tack it on. Yep, that's no good. So let's do this. Alright, that's good. And I think I'm going to put some super glue on it once I get that connector back on. I think I'm going to use super glue. And there it goes. Okay, so let's clean this up. And then we will start. How much time are we on? Let me make this bigger. 15 minutes, okay. Alright, 15 more minutes. Hopefully I'll be done. So isopropyl alcohol, clean it up a little bit. Then I think I'm going to use I'm actually gonna wick it. I'm gonna wick it real good. So wick it real good. You know what? Let's just use some. Let's see. Let's think about this. Super glue or Tessa tape. I guess I don't want this guy disconnecting this ever again and then breaking it or something, because then I'd have to repair it for him. Although this is a 4S, so the life of this is probably not that long, but with super glue, that's the point of no return right there. So if I do that, that would be the end of days, right? Let's think about it. Let's just get this one post down first. How about that? I'm gonna put a little bit of a Kapton down here so I don't burn anything. I don't want any more work than I have to. Okay. Kapton there. We will tack this down first. And I guess I could just tack the rest of it down and then maybe work on that front somehow. You know what I'm saying? Burn. So that definitely needs to be held in place better, because it's really just tacked down by one thing right now. So let's see if we can separate this. So is it focused? Okay. So that's good. And then number 3 right here. Well, that's not tacked in right. You know what? Let's push this back a little bit. How about that? Maybe that's why. Might just have to cut it. Cut. Snip. No, that's not even on again. Jeez. What's going on here? It's not going to be a very good what's going on here? Okay. Chill out a little bit. So this thing is just not very solid right now, so let's see what we can do with that. I think what I'm going to do is put some super glue below it. There are no rules to micro soldering. What are we at? 26 minutes. Okay, so I got some super glue here. I'm just going to sneak under it. That's not great because might as well put it on this side too, right? Let's see if we can actually get some solder in there too. Okay, solder. So I think we can try to get underneath here, but we'll see. This probably needs to dry first, though. There are no rules to micro soldering. So let me. Let's see. I'm gonna try a little something different this time. These connectors are a pain in the butt because they're bottom here, and they're really hard to solder because the joint here is on the underside of this, and you'll burn up the plastic. So what I'm going to try to do is use some low melt, and maybe that will help. Let's see if that works. Okay. So that is low melt. I'm going to use a really low heat. Let's go 315, which is probably more like 200 something, our normal ones. Okay, that's not too hot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, maybe that's a little bit too hot. Alright, I'll just hold it back a little bit. So let's just try this. Try not to burn anything up there. How is this? I think that's glue, so that's why it's burning, but this really shouldn't. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it like this. There you go. So the further back you hold it, the less heat it's going to be on it. So let's see if this works. I really don't want to burn up the plastic. That's really what I'm getting at. So, but it needs to get up to about 183 degrees Celsius in order for the low melt to work. So, I'll start burning it up if I do any more. So let's try this. That's actually pretty solid right there. I think that was partially super glue, partially yeah, that's pretty solid too. I think it's 99% super glue that's holding it in place. Yep, that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. So I think I'm happy with that. If anything, I'd put a little more super glue at the bottom of it, backside of it. But when you're prying, you're probably gonna be prying from the front. So let's clean this up and see how it goes. Clue what that is. Anyways, whatever. So is it solid enough that backside is a little bit not solid, so I think I'm gonna put a little super glue on the back of it. we go. So I think last time I put a little heat on it and it really worked. So let's see if this helps it. Try up the super glue a little bit. It's not melting the plastic. Do this. Really don't want to burn anything else up. Alright, let's just, well, this sucker is drying. Let's check the continuity. Alright, so minimize. This one goes to there, this one goes to there, that one goes to there. Okay. So this goes to here. Beep. Pretty sure that's supposed to go to there. Oh. What the? Did I botch it? I think I done botched it. Oh, okay, I got it right. This goes to here. Okay, this goes to here. Here. And this should go to ground. Okay, so we're good. So let's test it one last time here. Yeah, it's still lifting a little bit. Seems like heat helps the super glue dry. Alright. Alright, that's pretty solid. So anyways, I'm gonna call that a success. I'll test it later, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. I'm gonna wait for this thing to dry up a little bit. Maybe I'll come back on. Alright, I'm gonna pause it for now.